Hello everyone. This instructional video is going to explain how you can use Clever Portal inside of Canvas in order to create video conferencing with your students. So there are a couple of steps that we need to take in order to make sure that you can access Clever Portal and your students can as well. So if you do not already see Clever Portal in your side menu bar here in Canvas, then you'll want to scroll down to Settings. And when you get to settings, you're going to go to the navigation tab. And under the navigation tab, the navigation options that your students have and can see are listed in this box here at the top. So all of these that are checked are enabled for me to use and my students to be able to see. Now, the ones that are here at the bottom, I can still use. They're enabled for me, but they are disabled for my students. So if Clever Portal is here at the bottom, then you want to make sure you move it to the enabled section here at the top. And this will need to be saved, so make sure you save it. And when you go back to the main page, or your home page here, you will see now that it is listed over here on the side, and it is available for students to see as well. So in order to access this portal, just click. It'll take you to an external tab, a URL, and open it in a new tab. You'll click on that, and then you're going to log in with your GISD credentials, or your students will do this just the same as they have always done at school. So making sure you select the one with your GISD email, and then you're going to put your network password in just like you do for all your other logins here. And like what Clever does is it logs the students into all of the network or district software or programs that we use, such as Office 365, such as Canvas, and maybe any of these other apps that are available as well. And so this is what the district has set up for the schools. You can see that you can access multiple apps that have already been loaded in here, other shortcuts and resources that have already been loaded. The one that we need to use right now, though, is Office 365. This is going to take us to another login, but it should already be populated with your name and password. If not, just use your network name, just like you always do when you log into the computer, and that school password that you use as well. It'll take you to the button where it says log into Office 365, and then you will now see your Office 365 page. So again, you can access your email here, your OneDrive with all of your files from school, and this will be helpful for the students too, to be able to see the files that maybe they created before we left for spring break and before all this started. Then it'll also let them be able to create and open Word documents, Excel, PowerPoint, and the feature that we're going to focus on today is Teams. Okay, so when you click on Microsoft Teams, you're going to see a window or page that looks similar to this. You have several options. First, what you can see is you can either join or create a team. So if you're going to join a team, maybe that another teacher or another person has already created, you can enter or join that by having them give you the code, just like we do for several other things that we use, like AP or the GoGuardian. And then create a team. You can create your own school team, whether it's an admin team or a student classroom or a club or an organization. And so what you can do through that, after you've created a team, you can go to your calendar and you can now start a new meeting. So you can add a meeting by typing in, just very similar to what we've been doing with Zoom. You can create the title of the meeting, who's going to come. And the feature that I love about this is that if I wanted to invite somebody from the school, my students, for instance, all I have to do is start typing their name, and it will come up just like it does with our school email, because this is linked to our Microsoft Office. So I would select the student, Cody Heyman. I would set the parameters for the time, how long we were going to meet, whether it's a repetitive meeting or not. And when you add a channel here, you're basically adding the team that you already created. So if I were to create a team, well, we'll come back to this in a second. If I were to create a team and clicked on this, it would pop up for the team or the class. So first period, Miss Heyman, or my AP course. And then you could type in a little bit more information about the meeting itself. You could send it when you complete all those details. I'll close it out for now and discard it because we're not actually going to create that meeting. But what you see here on the calendar are meetings that are already scheduled through Microsoft Office. So you can also access your files here. So while you're in a meeting, if you wanted to send this document to my students while I'm meeting with them, because I want them to be able to complete this document and I want to make sure they all receive it, so I can insert the document straight from the meeting. I could also do individual conference calls, or you could add a group to a conference call. If you want to have just a video conference separate from a formal meeting. You can actually push assignments through this way. You can have an ongoing chat during the meeting. You can insert, you'll be able to stream the meeting, and you will also be able to record the meeting as you are going through these steps with the students. So as we continue to try to navigate this, please know that this would be a really good tool. And again, it is basically right here in Canvas. So to repeat and review those steps, you'll click on Clever Portal in your Google Classroom, excuse me, your Canvas Classroom. You're going to open it in a new tab. Once you do, it will be prompted to log in with your district password and email. And then once you've done that, you'll click on Office 365. Again, it'll ask you to log in, but then after you've logged in here, you're logged into all the network settings. And again, you can access your calendar, your Outlook, and then again, what we're working with is Teams. So as we finish learning to navigate this, if you have any questions, just reach out and let me know. Thanks.